1 2 1 2. Check 1 2.
So what's this rally all about, and why'd you come out for it?
Well, I came out, it's my standard answer today. I came out to stand with like-minded people who have strong opinions and similar opinions, and really to pray under God in D.C., to stand out here and to stand together and show people we're not crackpots.
I think it's about taking back America.
We got to stand up and take back our country.
Take it back to what we believe it used to be. We just don't like the direction it's going.
Yeah, just restoring honor and freedom, and kind of help the White House people to understand that we need to work for freedom, and just the things that are going on in the White House right now are just absolutely insane. It's becoming it's just America. It's kind of more becoming communist, socialist. It's crazy.
The country, as it's going nowadays, is not doing as well. The people don't have the pride in their country they used to have when I grew up. They taught that in schools. They don't do that anymore.
Our doorstep in this country is extremely dirty, and it needs straightened out before we go straighten other people's up.
If we go down, the world is going down behind us. And as it's proven now, the world follows our economy. Except now for China, for example, they're doing very well.
We're the only nation like this in the world, and if we lose this, there's nothing else.
This is the last bastion of hope, okay? And right now, we're on very shaky ground.
You don't think there's any other bastions of hope in the world?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Canada, maybe?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
This is the last bastion of hope right here, okay? Right here, America, okay? God shed his grace on thee.
A lot of people on the left are criticizing Glenn Beck for holding this on the 47th anniversary of the I Have a Dream speech. Do you think that's silly, or do you think there's a concern?
No, I think it was in a very appropriate day, because we all have a dream here now to bring this country back together.
Do you think there's some similarities that can be drawn?
Sure.
How appropriate to have this gathering on the day that Martin Luther King said, I have a dream.
It's not insensitive, and the issue with Al Sharpton, who's going to bring his Black Panthers here to meet us here and cause some kind of an incident is wrong, because Al Sharpton doesn't own the day. The black people of America don't own the day. The African Americans don't own the day. Nobody owns this day. Okay? It's not just
we
freedom.
don't own George Washington as a Caucasian. No one owns George Washington, and no one owns Martin Luther King.
A lot of what people were concerned with was that the person who was speaking on the anniversary from the same place was also someone who had accused Barack Obama of being a racist with a deep-seated hatred for white people. And so they're saying that they have a problem with that. What do you think about that? What do you think about
Glenn Beck said that?
Glenn Beck said that.
I don't think so. I think you're getting that wrong.
You don't think Glenn Beck said that Barack Obama was a racist?
No, I don't think he said that.
Do you think he said that?
I haven't heard him say that.
Do you know about Glenn Beck having said that Barack Obama was a racist?
I never heard him say he was racist. I've never heard Glenn say that.
Yeah.
I've never heard him actually be disrespectful to the president.
Glenn Beck is not going to say that. You're just turning words around here. I know where you're at, and I ain't talking to you.
You didn't hear that when Glenn Beck referred to Obama as a racist?
No.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. Well, we'll tell you what we did find very surprising today.
If I heard that, I'd believe it, because he is a bit of a racist and a bit of an elitist.
I agree with them.
And why is that?
Barack Obama has done nothing but separated this country and caused blacks and whites against each other, and that's not fair.
And how's he done that? How's that?
A long list of things.
Okay, you have to read his books because it's in there. His dad has a deep-seated hatred against white people. Okay, and as far as any of his other ideologies, I can only tell you that, like the scripture says, out of the abundance of a man's heart, so he speaks. If he's going to take the time to write that stuff down and put it in the historical record, then something is going on.
I can't believe this country would elect someone so anti-progress and pride of America that would willfully destroy the country and divide us so sharply again on the issue of race.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe that. I'm not prepared to believe that our president, who represents all of us, would do that.
I agree with the birther people that I don't think he's even a legalized citizen.
Yeah. And do you think he's a Christian?
I think he's Muslim in heart. He only joined the Christian church in Chicago for political gain.
I don't think he has faith in our country. I don't think he believes in our country. I don't think he ever did.
No, that's a big thing to say, though, that say that, you know, he ran for president, he didn't believe in the country.
Well, if the shoe fits, that's just my opinion, and I'm an American, and I'm allowed to have my opinion.
Absolutely.
And I do have freedom of speech, and the way the current government is going, I'm not going to have that freedom.
Where has the current administration started to take away freedom of speech?
Well, you're not allowed to pray at the monuments anymore. Now, what's the deal with that? You're not allowed to pray in you're not allowed to say the Lincoln Monument.
You're not allowed to pray at the Lincoln Monument?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
We were just told about that the other day on the news. So, I mean, it's a lot of little stuff like that I think is stupid.
Yeah.
And one day we're not going to be able to do what we want to do. And they just need to back off.
They want us to take a slap in the face by putting a mosque up there near Ground Zero. Well, how many mosques are in New York right now? Well, there's a bunch of them. Why do they need another one? Just to slap us in the face?
Islam is not just a religion. They couch it in it being religion, but it's not. It's a lifestyle.
Do you want to be slapped in the face like that? I don't think so.
It's economic, it's judicial, it's religious, it's a comprehensive lifestyle. So when you buy into the Islam religion, it's everything.
It's not that they can't build a mosque, they just don't need to be building it right there and thumbing their nose up at us.
And do you think that's what they're doing by building it?
I know that's what they're doing.
I think it's sticking the eye in the American people. What, 3,000 people died there by Muslims.
Muslims are sticking a thumb in our eye and saying, there, what are you going to do about it?
This has nothing to do with an olive branch. It has everything to do with building a victory monument for their outlandish attacks upon America.
They've taken down those towers, and by taking down those towers, they've shown to the world that they've had victory over America and over the devil of the West.
We don't want this to become another Mecca. Whereas there was a Muslim victory here, okay?
To put that right there not only smacks the families in the face, but America in general. It just doesn't belong there.
How far away would be, do you think it should be built?
Closer than 3 blocks. You know, further away than 3 blocks. It's 3 blocks right now.
Yeah, but 4, is there...
How about 100 miles away?
How far away do you think it should be? What would be like a good distance to put it?
They have more mosques in New York City than you shake a stick at. What the devil do they need another one?
Wherever they have achieved a victory, they build a mosque and what have you.
What is the name of that mosque? What is the name of that mosque? You know what the name of it is? It's the, help me, Bill.
I don't know.
It's the same name as the one in Spain.
But so some might say that what's happening is they're confusing radical Islam with more moderate Islamic factions.
Yeah. I learned all I needed to know about Islam on 9/11.
What do you think needs to happen with immigration in our country, and why do you think it's a problem?
Let's just enforce the laws that are already on the books.
It all brings it right around in full circle. How the Indians felt when the white man came into this country.
Yeah.
How they felt? I know how they felt. I knew how they felt before this, but it's really coming out to light now as to how they felt.
It's a health risk. I vaguely recall, I think at Ellis Island, you had to go through, no, you did. You had to go through, as an immigrant, a health screening. We have no idea. No idea what's coming into the health safety of the general population.
If they want to come into this country, do like the old immigrants did. They were proud to come here. And they learned to speak English after they got here. Yeah. And they were proud to learn it.
And you don't think a lot of the immigrants that are coming over are proud to come here then?
No, they're just coming for a free ride.
I caddied for many years. I watched guys who used the system. They came up only in the summertime to work in the country clubs, and they would send all the money back to Central America, and then go back down in the wintertime and live like kings.
They'll slip in, have a baby, and then we're going to support them. They're going to slip back across the border, take their money with them, and come back and forth and say, please, because this one here's a citizen.
When you come over illegal, intentionally pregnant, to have the child born here, this way the child becomes an American citizen, and then therefore the parents have to stay as well.
If you just come across across the border just to have a baby, then that's wrong.
No, a lot of, because it takes still 21 years for you to file. If you have a kid here, it takes your kid has to be 21 years old before they can file for your parent to achieve residency.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so so it just seems strange that people would be coming over to have a kid and then wait 21 years for residency.
Well, all I know is what my sister tells me. She lives in Arizona. And she says she has seen people waiting in parking lots, pregnant women in parking lots, just waiting to have their baby. And that's sad.
But wouldn't there be pregnant women and waiting to have their baby in hospital parking lots, even if they were here legally?
Yeah, but they're here legally.
I am in Washington, D.C. on the plaza, on the mall. Huh? Yes, and I'm in Ben Franklin, and I'm talking on the cell phone. These people are recording it. It's embarrassing.